Hi Stephen, well there it is. We took the body off this morning and have taken the engine and transmission out and given this all a good hard steam clean, and we're now in the process of starting the big strip down. What have we got? Well, the usual array of not very nice rubber bushings and whatnot, and mixture of fairly Mickey Mouse fasteners, etc, etc, etc. So they will all get dealt with as piece and part of this job, and there's a pile of the offendings down there. We've got some corrosion in this front frame horn here. That's all blistered in there and is blowing apart, so the usual problems in there. We'll order a pair of frame horns. The only ones I can get are 63, 67, so they will need modifying to fit this, but you know, it is what it is. Same on this side, albeit not as bad, but still not very nice. And we'll cut those off before it goes to the sandblaster so they can clean inside of there and everything. Bushes on the A-arms, they'll all get replaced. It's had a replacement ball joint on this side, but we've got to take it apart, and I dare say the boot will split, so we'll almost certainly put 4 ball joints in. And I'm reserving judgment on that A-arm until we actually get the thing apart. I've got a feeling well, it's bent there, but whether it's actually out of shape, proper out of shape, we'll have to wait and see. All brake flexes will get renewed, and you can see the discs are all covered in this grimy muck, so it'll be at least front. I suspect we'll be putting 4 calipers on it, but we'll see. If they're going to be done, now's the time to do it, because there's really little or no additional labour cost. It's just the cost of the bits. Steering there, I mean, nothing to really say about that. I think you were talking about rack and pinion, but I'm not sure whether you're going to go that route or not. We'll see. Sort of side rails on the chassis don't look too bad until you get to the rear corners, which we knew about, that they've been plated. I mean, again, we'll cut those plates off before the car goes to before the chassis goes to the sandblaster, so we'll see exactly what we've got in there. And again, difficult to really see in there, but you know, you can see it splitting apart here. It's much worse on the other side, and we'll see. Rear suspension, again, you know, nothing to really report on that, just the usual. And we'll strip the trailing arms and put new wheel bearings in. We'll see what the shocks look like. I mean, they look pretty crummy at the moment, but we'll see if they actually function or not. If they function properly, then we'll clean and paint them. If they don't, then we'll replace them with a new set. Rear of the chassis all looks very nice. Nothing to report there. Body mounts, I think this, yeah, I mean, even they're quite nice. This side's all full of muck. We'll have to give that a clean out, but they all look good. This side on the trailing arm, you can see how bad this one has got all this shale and whatnot in here. I think Ronnie had a little tapping hammer here. Let me grab that and we'll have a look in there now, shall we? But yeah, look at all that. All that is just rust. That's this. You can see how thin this piece of steel is here, and all this shale in there is just. Oh, isn't that nasty? I mean, there's just nothing to it, is there? It's all wafer thin. Yeah, not very nice. And there's something happened here. I guess they've had a big old pry bar in there to try and get the trailing arm out, or I don't know, or something. It's rotten on the inside of this chassis rail, and these gussets will replace these, so it'll be thin all the way in here, and I guess in that corner of the crossmember where they tend to go. This side is through on that piece there. Where's that hammer? So well, yeah, you can see how weak it all gets. So that will all get, I'm showing you the ramp, aren't I? That'll all get dealt with when the sandblasting is done. I think we'll cut the gussets off before it goes to the blasters too, so they can really get in there and find all the nasty bit. I've ordered a couple of new mounts for these rear ones where we had to cut the bolts, so they'll get removed and renewed. So that's it really, nothing else to kind of report. We'll assess condition of everything else as it comes apart, you know, drive shaft UJs and differential and whatnot. The prop shaft UJs both felt a bit notchy, so again, now's the time. It's a piece of cake to replace them now. You know, it's a bit more involved later on, so it makes sense to do it all. Your engine is here. We've given that a clean as well today, and the shifter, everything, like all the shifter levers are all loose, you know, it's all, you know, this nut here is just finger tight, and this is wobbling around like a good one. All a bit here and there. Engines, I don't know what you want to do about this. I mean, it's pretty manky, but all I can do is I could take the intake manifold off and clean it, or replace it, or leave it. You know, I'll be guided by you on that one. Same with the front of the engine, it's a bit untidy. You know, this great big ugly thing in there, we normally put a bung in there with a Allen key head, which is a lot neater, and this is all a bit manky in it. You see, when we do this sort of work, we replace these with new ones and this with a new one, but they've obviously taken the old fitting out of the old water pump and put that in. It's all a bit half-assed, isn't it? The body is out here, and I've given that a steam clean this afternoon, but I haven't had a real good look around that yet. Initially it doesn't look too bad under there, you know, the body mount runners and everything. The body mount cup on this side is rotten, and the same with the seatbelt reinforcements. We've ordered new ones of those. You can see now where we've cut this fiberglass panel out to give us access into here, because there's some rot. I don't know how well that will show up just in the side there. That needs some repair, but not horrific. You know, they're often a lot worse than that. So again, it's all kind of in the nick of time, really, which is heartening. All, you know, seems not too bad on this side. Same with the seatbelt reinforcement and also the body mount runner. So, you know, no big deal. What else? Yeah, just the usual. We'll replace the hoses. I'll talk to you about, well, we'll see what condition the little outlet pipes on the header tank are. Get rid of that awful washer bottle, you know, and just tidy up a bit in here. So there you are. Yes, yes, yes. So we'll press on, carry on stripping the chassis, and I'll arrange. You know, we'll get, once A-arm bushes are burnt out and trailing arms are stripped, etc., we'll arrange for the sandblasters to come over and collect those bits and make some headway. So do some more in a bit. Ta-da.